Hey guys, Dr. Dan here, and you're tuning in to the first episode of our Wellness Wednesday series. Each Wednesday I'll be putting out a new short video just discussing a couple questions that we've gotten in the office recently, okay? Something that hopefully I can help you with. The first thing we're going to talk about today is the topic of arthritis. A lot of misconceptions about arthritis. There's two main things. Either you think you already have it and there's nothing you can do about it, or you don't think it matters because we're all going to get it anyways. And that's not necessarily true. If you break down the word arthritis, what it means literally is that there's inflammation of the joints. There's a lot of different ways that can happen. Okay, there are a lot of times that diagnosis is vague on purpose. When we're looking at our spine, right, arthritis in the spine is going to be extremely correlated to our posture. Okay, if you know anything about what we do here in the office, one of the primary mechanisms of which we help people is through correcting their spinal postures. Okay, I'm going to use this chart behind me here today to talk about what the arthritis of the neck looks like. We have the degrees of spinal degeneration here. This first photo is what a perfect photo of a neck curvature looks like. We get a nice reverse C curve. This is what we want to see in everybody. That means head back behind the shoulders. We're nice and level. When we have a curvature like this, what it means is all of the pressure is being displaced evenly on the different joints. No one area is taking more pressure. As we start to lose that curvature, you'll notice in the second film here, this is a stage 1 degenerative disc and joint disease, so we're starting to get some arthritis show up. We see that the curve's starting to flatten out. That's the first step. Too much cell phone use, too much laptop use is going to be accentuating this. Students are at risk when we start to flatten out that curve too. You'll notice this is putting extra pressure on the discs and joints at the bottom of the neck versus some in the middle based on how that curvature develops. As we continue to move forward here, we get this forward curvature starting to take the opposite approach of what we want. We're now officially in a place where we're feeling lots of pain, tightness, reduced range of motion, a lot of discomfort here. You're going to hear that grinding noise when you turn your neck. We're starting to see bone spurs develop at the tip of the vertebrae here. Those can now have neurological implications. We'll pinch nerves. We can have some central nervous system disorders start to take over at this point if we're in the central canal. We're still able to make some changes here, but it's extremely pertinent that we start to correct this and bring that proper curvature in, or else we're going to move on to the next stage, which gets even harder to deal with. We're seeing more bone spurs. We're seeing this continued reversal of the neck curve. The disc space is almost all gone. When the discs start to erode, there's not much anyone in modern medicine can do to restore that. However, if we are able to take pressure off of these, we can stop the process right where it is, and that can still be very helpful. And our last stage, this is our fear factor. No one wants to end up like this. We have a bunch of fusions in the neck here. There's nothing known to man that can fix a neck like this. That is the definition of a stage 4 arthritic. There's going to be a multitude of health problems. The good news is that when we're dealing with someone in some of those first 3, right, so if we're looking at this healthy and moving all the way up to stage 3, we're still able to make some lifestyle changes, bring that posture back into place where it needs to be. It's all about the curvatures of the neck, taking pressure off of those discs and joints. Hopefully you learned something here today. For the first episode of Wellness Wednesday, we're going to tackle more questions as we go on. Stay tuned on Fridays. I'm going to be releasing a stretch and exercise that's going to help take you through the weekend. We're all about improving our health. If you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comments below. Just remember to hit that follow button to stay tuned. Thanks.